To learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. So in yesterday's video, I showed you that we went to this place and got a load of firewood for free. Well, since then, we've made 2 more trips. And so we got this huge stack here. This is a sycamore. Sycamore is a little bit harder to split. So I've been splitting this stuff here with the splitting maul. You can see that right there. And Carolyn's been splitting the sycamore with a manual log splitter. I've just replaced the hydraulic oil in it. During the winter, I noticed that the hydraulic oil doesn't work as well. The oil doesn't get back into the cylinders as fast. So we really struggled with it. As a matter of fact, Carolyn brought it in the house and was splitting some wood inside the house. Now it's warmer, it's working great again. So I guess the downside to the manual log splitter is it doesn't work in the winter outside. We've got quite a bit split already. I say quite a bit. Let's see. I guess you can kind of see the color change here in the wood right about there over. So, I mean, we only spent, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes yesterday splitting this. Now, there's still some left over there, and so we're going to go get that. At least make 1 trip today. Now, when I get over there, I use the splitting maul, and I test these big rounds to make sure I can split them. So I always try to do 1 split just to make sure they're splittable, because I've gotten big rounds before, get them home and you can't split them. So why bring them home if I can't use them? Now on the jobs, you promise that you're going to clean up the yard. Like I don't know, about a week ago, all that hickory over there, we promised we'd take all that. So in that case, you take everything. And in some cases, I've even taken the brush. The other day, I was talking about how to kind of calculate how much wood you're going to get out of a tree. A 14-inch diameter tree at the base gives you about 1/3 of a cord. Well, somebody did the math for me and said, no, a 14-inch diameter tree only gives you 1/4 tree. And he wrote out all the math, pi r squared. I don't know if the math was right or not. I didn't check it. And I thought, why are you telling me this? This is where experience comes in over mathematical knowledge. And not that I'm against mathematical knowledge. I love math. I'm pretty good at math, I feel like. But my experience tells me that my truck can hold 1/3 of a cord. I know this because I've done it. I know how much it actually brings home. Secondly, what he didn't take into consideration is, first, the tree isn't 14 inches in diameter all the way up. His math might have been completely right if it was a telephone pole, but with a tree, it tapers up, so it gets smaller. And here's the big one. It's got the branches, the limbs. The limbs you take home too, so you don't throw those away. I mean, some of these limbs on these trees, I mean, look at this. The limb on this tree is nearly another tree. So here I've made 3 trips, so that's 3/3, so that should be a full cord here. Plus, I got another trip to make. There's probably another trip after that. I don't think we'll go get it. I think we'll probably leave it. Split a little, show you how easy this is to split, and then I'll show you the manual log splitter, and then we're gonna go over there and we're gonna get some more. I forgot to mention, the cat loves sleeping on, I just set it there on that log right there. That's where I stacked my log to split it on, so I got a solid base. She smelled the hickory on it. She's always on it now. Not right this minute, obviously, but every time I come down here nearly, she's on it. So I think what I'm getting ready to split here is a hickory, and it's got a knot on the other side of it, so we'll see how well it goes. This is kind of what I was explaining earlier. When you get into a knot like this, it's almost impossible to split with the splitting maul. So you end up taking a lot of little slices off of it. And so when you get a knotty piece of a big round at a location, I tend to leave it behind so somebody else can have it. When you have a gas powered, that will take care of this. So now I got a piece of sycamore on here. And sycamore, it's just hard to split. It dries fast, it's light wood. I like burning it. It's just hard to split. So we're gonna put it on the manual log splitter, and I'll show you how this works. Okay, so you can buy these at Harbor Freight. It's a 10-ton manual log splitter, and I think it's like $100 or $120. This is the fast stroke. It makes the ram extend out faster, and this is the power stroke. You get a smaller extension from the ram, but you get a lot of power out of it. So when you're trying to get the ram up to the log, you can use both of them at the same time, but at some point this one's going to get so hard to push you won't be able to push it. So then you just switch to that one. And then you just retract it with this little knob here, and you can see it'll retract. It works just like a hydraulic jack in your garage. Now Carolyn had one from Home Depot. You can get them at Home Depot also. I think that one has more power to it. Of course, it's more expensive. So if you can remember yesterday's video, you can see that we've cleaned this place up quite a bit. We got quite a bit of the firewood from here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it all in the truck. We're going to try. Now, I am a little disappointed in myself. I forgot my splitting maul. My splitting maul is 6 pounds. So there was a hardware store on the way here. We thought, well, maybe we should go ahead and get another one. The handle on my other one is really starting to wear out right about here. We were thinking about replacing the handle, but the handle is almost as much as the axe is. So on the way over here, we were saying, well, maybe we should just go ahead and get another axe. The problem is they didn't have a 6-pound axe like my old one. My splitting maul, they had a 4-pound. So we'll see how well this works. It is lighter, it's easier to swing around, so if I can use it, this will be nice. I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to use it on some things, some of the smaller logs. We'll see how it does on the bigger ones. I do know that the 6-pound does take a lot of effort to get it to move around. Maybe if this works, I'll be able to do more work. Who knows? So it works pretty good. I think I'll use it. It gets stuck in there a little bit worse, I think. So we got another truckload. I didn't split these, otherwise I might have been able to get more into the truck, but that axe just didn't work out. So I'm very disappointed in myself that I wasted this trip out here and didn't get a full load. So we got quite a bit of it picked up. I don't know if there's a full truckload, that's the thing. So it may not be worth coming out here just to get a little partial truckload. If we're in the area and it's still here, our grocery store is just down the road from here. So if we go shopping sometime, we might stop in here and see if we can pick something up. It's sad that people don't come and get this stuff. They'll come and get it if it's all split up and nicely stacked and dried out. But if they have to put any work into it, usually they don't come and get it. Now, they will come and get it in the wintertime. In the wintertime, you can't find things like this. But in the spring and summer, man, Carolyn and I can really stockpile up. And this is where I'm hoping that our future lies, is being able to pick up a lot of this firewood so I don't have to cut down our trees. All right, so we're back at the house. And so that's the sycamore pile. And then this is the other stuff. That axe, I was telling you, that axe wasn't working. It wasn't working with the big rounds, but I came in here and split one that was already split. So like this, once you bust open the round, it gets easier to split. And so I used the little axe for that, and you can see it split it right away. Did a great job. And that's, I think, important to me because that big maul, it's 6 pounds and it gets pretty tiresome. Whereas that little axe, it's a lot easier to swing. So if I have to break open a big round, I'll use the big maul, and then I can switch over to the little axe to split it the rest of the way. Now the chickens, doing really well. I love this little portable run that we have. It moves around and it's adjustable. But what I don't like is we don't have any place to put them during the day. So like today we went to get that firewood. I had to leave them in the chicken coop until we got home, and I just feel so bad for them. Somebody asked about Carolyn's chicken mash. She makes this mash stuff, and it's fermented is what it is, and she has a lot of YouTube videos on this. but the fermentation process is actually good for the chickens. And so I said that she uses bird seeds, which is, I thought that's what she was doing, but she's not. She's using this poultry scratch is what it's called, scratch grains. And it's just a mixture of grains. You can get it, a 50-pound bag for $10. And it's got corn and seeds and different things. And so what she does is she puts that in a coffee can of water. And then for 3 days, she comes in one a day and stirs it. And then on the third day, she feeds it to the chickens. So she's got 3 coffee cans set up ready to go at all times. And it ferments. Then on the third day, she mixes in regular chicken food that absorbs the water. That way the chickens are also getting the fermented water as well as the fermented seeds. So I hope I can inspire you to find the free stuff that makes your life convenient when you're living your dream. Thanks for watching.